Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Only a quick update because here on the Bitcoin chart really not much happened. Bitcoin broke yesterday out of this sort of triangle to the downside, and it gave us an initial indication that this C wave to the downside might be unfolding. But Bitcoin has retraced nearly the entire length of the decline from yesterday's high. And therefore, it's still questionable if that C wave is actually unfolding. I mentioned it to you that it's too early to confirm it anyway. And you know why? Because, you get a lot of rapid up and down movements in these corrections. And we really need to see certain confirmation levels taken out to suggest that this C wave is unfolding. Until then, the price can literally, do a bit of a roller coaster still. And the sideways market could indeed continue. We are in what I call a wave 4 correction. We in Elliott Wave call it a wave 4. The third wave of a larger 5-wave cycle topped here on the 8th or 9th of December. Now in this fourth wave, we're looking normally for a normal ABC structure, like a standard structure ABC. It's a 3-wave structure. There are certain rules and guidelines behind this. The A wave likely bottomed here on the 11th of December. Then the B wave, might be complete. And now the C wave might be unfolding, but with the decline the increase we've seen again today, difficult. It just doesn't give us the signal yet. Okay, so it keeps us very much in anticipation mode. The market itself doesn't really know what's going on. To give you my perspective, I would like to see this C wave down. That's pretty much what I'm primarily focusing on now, because I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know if the market is first going to go a little higher and then come down, or if it's going to go down directly. I'm very open to the idea we could go a little higher and then would just simply extend the B wave here a little further until the market fills in the white wave structure, which is the 5-wave move to the upside here, and it would have to be a so-called diagonal pattern. Until the market fills these 5 waves in, and the third doesn't even seem to be complete, it is, I think, wise to take the approach that we will rather go down or sideways for a little longer, because basically that this fourth wave isn't completed. So even if we go higher and don't fill in 5 waves, but it stays like a 3-wave structure, I would still count it as an extension of the B wave, which would absolutely not change my approach and structure and view of the chart. Literally, I need a 5-wave move up and ideally followed by a 3-wave pullback to confirm that a low has already formed. Reasons I don't primarily assume that the low has already formed at the moment. It's because the pullback that we've seen so far was unusually shallow for a wave 4. Not invalid, unusually shallow. So I'd like it to be a little bit more pronounced. And of the lows so far, we haven't seen an impulse. We've only at best seen a diagonal, but it's not even complete. And you cannot trust diagonals anyway. And we can, even less so, we can trust incomplete diagonals in the making. So a second. Okay, so looking at this, we've got here a descending trend line. The price basically was moving along this trend line, right? Price was really moving along the trend line and making basically lower lows, lower highs, made another lower low. This is still a lower high, but obviously quite a substantial retracement, corrective rally. It obviously still is only a rally in 3 waves, as you can see. So the market is simply moving in corrective patterns. And if we now see a break below today's low that was made at, where were we? $42,700 basically, then we should see it confirmed as a C wave to the downside. And this would at least be the first step. Okay, it would be the first step. I shouldn't say it's confirmed, but it would be the first step. Better would be a break below the 41,850 level. Or let's call it, no, it's not 850. It's a little lower than 820. Okay, I need to see a sustained break below this swing low that was made on the 19th of December. See, it can still, I shared with you a few examples in the previous video. If this is still a B wave, it can easily go down, up, and, it can just do that. And at the moment, I think it's not the time to try to predict every single wave on the Bitcoin chart. It doesn't work in a fourth wave. Okay, we have to stay on the larger time frame if we want to make a trade, in my opinion. Basically scaling into support, scaling out into resistance. I think that's the best way to trade a correction. Instead of aggressively trying to trade it because there are no trending moves, I think it's more the time to try to focus more on the altcoins at the moment, while Bitcoin is just moving in a messy sideways structure. We just need to watch for these three main waves for a correction. A, B, C, and how exactly this is playing out shouldn't even be too important. So far, we haven't got that C wave yet. I think that's important, at least not in my interpretation. So we have to remain a little bit patient. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.